All right, my Indian people, I'm gonna need you to do better. I'm gonna need you to do better. Because if you watched what they said live versus how some of these independent guys are talking about it, it's like two totally different vibes. If you watched it live, it was funny, it was laughable, it was embarrassing on their behalf. And if you like know folks in the military or have military folks in your family, etc., you know that that room was seething the entire time. Seething. There was zero support for anything being said by either one of those men. No one in that room supported anything that was being said. Like, remember the Fort Bragg thing? How they made it look like that entire base was just so gung-ho. And in reality, they had chosen like 5,000 out of like 60,000 people. They chose 5,000 who were supporters and then filled the bleachers with them so that it looked like the whole base was like super for them, but it was 5,000 out of like 60,000 people. They expected a similar thing. They thought if they brought all the top brass that they were also going to just go, yay! Yeah, they did not do that. They did not do that. Those weren't grunts in the room who barely finished high school and immediately signed up because that was the only way they could get a paycheck. These are career tacticians who spent 72 to 48 hours traveling. So two dudes with next to no experience who had never seen battle could tell them about how they're going to continue focusing on American cities and American citizens, because that's what's important. Remember their oath to go after threats that are domestic too. And more of the things they're going to roll back to make it easier for, bad behavior. Not news. Could have been an email. We don't want you guys to have to walk on eggshells. So you can tell on people if they're not the right political affiliation or religious affiliation. But if you fruit word somebody, you're safe. You shouldn't have to deal with consequences from doing things like that. I think they conveniently left out the part about them trying to close all the commissaries. I'm pretty sure they left that out. I mean, for people that high up, they don't need commissary prices. But for everyone that's enlisted, yeah, they need commissary prices. Oh, they're about to let this whole thing shut down because they don't want to release the you-know-whats. And side note, have you noticed other people are now calling out the widow and how she's just so happy, smiling from ear to ear, going on podcast after podcast? Not a single tear. No one has seen a single tear. And like we said, we stopped hearing about the perpetrator as soon as it was no longer necessary to the narrative. And while sure, I live in a town filled with the kind of hatters who love an excuse to look at a brown person and go, I'm gonna come after you for things that aren't your fault because I can. Remember that Muga has already splintered between the Catholics, the Mormons, the regular steeple people, and the Muga steeple people, and they're all going at each other right now. We are hands off.